Good evening and welcome. Evening and welcome to ICU TV Main News. We take a look at the stories making headlines. Political violence raises concern ahead of elections. President Hichilema calls for peace unity ahead of pause. Government translates key laws into local languages. And in international news, Iran and Oman continue talks over Strait of Hormuz. In sports news, Mutapa appointed Zambia Under-20 men's team coach. In detail, my name is Chupotike Piri. Political violence has once again taken center stage ahead of Zambia's August 13 general elections, following a violent attack at a campaign rally in Shibuyunji district that left several people injured. Mishek Njakwa Edgars explains more.
The violent attack during a political campaign rally in Shibuyunji has once again drawn attention to the growing concern over political violence as Zambia heads towards the August 13 general election. Among the notable people injured is Clifford Dimba, popularly known as General Kanini, who, according to the police, is receiving medical treatment. The incident has also drawn a response from President Hichilema, who has strongly condemned acts of political violence from various parts of the country. The head of state said violence, intimidation or lawlessness by any political party, candidate or supporter will not be tolerated, stressing that every political party has a lawful right to campaign within the period allocated by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. He warned that anyone who attempts to disrupt or prevent a political campaign is breaking the law and must face its full consequences. The head of state further called on all political parties and their supporters to conduct their campaigns peacefully, responsibly, and within the confines of the law, urging Zambians to protect the peace, unity, and democratic values that define the nation. Beyond the criminal investigation, the incident serves as a reminder that elections should be a contest of ideas, policies, and leadership, not violence, intimidation, or fear. Political violence affects far more than those directly involved. It discourages citizens from attending campaigns, undermines public confidence in democratic processes, and creates fear among voters, candidates, journalists, and election officials. When violence becomes part of political competition, it weakens democracy and threatens national unity. The incident underscores the importance of Sustainable Development Goal number 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions, which calls for peaceful and inclusive societies equal access to justice, and accountable institutions. Peaceful elections are essential to ensuring that every citizen can freely exercise their constitutional right to vote without intimidation or violence. It also speaks to Sustainable Development Goal number 10, reduce inequalities by promoting equal participation in democratic process for all candidates and political players, regardless of political affiliations or whether they are standing as independent candidates. As Zambia approaches polling day, maintaining peace is a shared responsibility. Political leaders must encourage issue-based campaigns. Supporters must also respect differing political views. Security agencies must enforce the law impartially, and citizens must reject violence in all its forms. Zambia has long been recognized as one of Africa's peaceful democracies. Preserving this reputation requires tolerance, dialogue, and respect for the rule of law. Ultimately, peaceful elections are not only about choosing leaders, they are about safeguarding democracy, protecting human rights, and advancing sustainable development for all.
President Hakainde Hichilema has called on Zambians to uphold peace, unity, and stability ahead of the August 13 general elections. Speaking during a national prayer service at Living Waters Global Churches in Kitwe, the president urged political players and citizens to conduct peaceful campaigns, saying elections should be a contest of ideas and not violence. President Hichilema reaffirmed government's commitment to delivering free, fair, and credible elections while ensuring the safety of all citizens. He also announced plans to institutionalize the National Day of Prayer and said government would continue implementing the free education policy through the recruitment of teachers, construction of classrooms, and the expansion of school feeding programs. The president further said government has reduced inflation, restored investor confidence through debt restructuring, and attracted investment into the mining sector. He added that social protection programs have also been strengthened to improve the livelihoods of vulnerable households and farmers. The government has started translating key laws into Zambia's 7 official local languages and sign language to improve access to justice. The initiative, led by the Zambia Law Development Commission, includes the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Act of 2025 and the Electoral Process Amendment Act of 2023. Free electronic printed copies are available through the Ministry of Justice and the Zambia Law Development Commission. Ruth Nyirongo has more.
Government has begun translating key laws into Zambian's 7 official local language and sign language to make legal information easier for citizens to understand. The initiative, led by Zambian Law Development Commission, currently covers the Constitution of Zambia Amendment Act of 2025 and the Electoral Process Amendment Act of 2023. Officials say the move is aimed at improving access to justice and ensuring more people can understand their legal rights, responsibilities, and the country's electoral laws, regardless of their language they speak. The Ministry of Justice has encouraged members of the public to obtain free electronic and printed copies of the translated law from Zambian Law Development Commission and the Ministry of Justice.
On a break, more local stories coming up. Stay tuned.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance. Qualifications: National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU.
In local news, Government has continued implementing measures aimed at strengthening Zambia's livestock and fisheries sector. With the rationalization of National Artificial Insemination Center in Mazabuka underway, the center's liquid nitrogen plant has been installed and operationalized, while 8 satellite official insemination centers have been completed and equipped in various provinces. The initiatives are aimed at supporting the growth of the national herd of 5.1 million to over 7.4 million by 2027. Government has also implemented stocking and restocking programs, distributing livestock including the 1,409 daily animals and 1,149 beef cattle, 358,988 chickens, 54,419 goats, 1,021 pigs and 14,387 rabbits across the country under the pass-on model. The sector has recorded increased fish production, rising by 53.7% to 238,636 tons in 2025 from 155,304 tons in 2021. Government has also expanded livestock and fisheries exports, with beef exports increasing to 677.2 metric tons in 2025, valued at over 148 million kwacha. Ballot papers for the August 13 general elections have arrived in Livingstone district for the Livingstone Central and Maramba constituencies. The district has received 4 ballots of ballot papers, with 2 allocated to each constituency. Livingstone District Electoral Officer Sombo Kawilila said representatives of political parties and other election stakeholders witnessed the arrival of the ballot papers and their placement into the secure storage. The ballot papers are being kept at the Livingstone Civic Center under 24-hour police custody. Ms. Kawilila said the Electoral Commission of Zambia will announce the date for the verification exercise, while political parties, election observers, and other accredited stakeholders will inspect the ballot papers before they are distributed to polling stations. The Ministry of Youth, Sport and Art has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Luangwa Child Development Agency to strengthen youth development skills through the Luangwa Skills Training Center. The partnership aims to expand access to practical learning, entrepreneurship, and sustainable livelihood opportunities for young people in Luangwa District. Speaking during the signing ceremony, Ministry Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chileshe described the center as a strategic investment in the future of young people and the district's socio-economic development. He said the facility will equip youth with market-driven skills to help them secure employment, start businesses, and contribute to national development. Acting Child Fund Zambia Country Director Mwaka Namwinga said the training center was established through a partnership involving Child Fund New Zealand, the government of New Zealand and Zambia, and other stakeholders. She said the center will provide practical skills, promote entrepreneurship, and empower young people to become productive members of the communities. Ministry Director of Youth Meibobe Ndizwe said the department will work closely with its partners to ensure the successful implementation of the agreement and the growth of the training center. She said the ministry remains committed to providing quality, market-oriented skills training that improves employment opportunities and supports national development. We take another break. Coming up is international news.
The Information and Communications University stands as one of Zambia's fastest growing private universities. Now, it does not just provide classroom learning, but world-class education that goes beyond the classroom. Coming soon, exclusively on ICU TV, is Beyond the Classroom, a series that showcases what matters most: practical learning and hands-on skills development. From the School of Agriculture to mining, from engineering to media studies, Beyond the Classroom will reveal the unique side of ICU. It will help prospective students looking for the right university make informed decisions about their future. Now, this series will unpack the practical learning experiences offered across every school and every course.
A senior Iranian diplomatic source says remaining issues in discussion between Tehran and Moscow over the Strait of Hormuz do not appear to be complex. Iran's state broadcaster has also reported that their talks with Oman are not linked to the United States. Meanwhile, Yemen's Houthi group says it has attacked a Saudi oil tanker named Wafa in the northern Red Sea using ballistic missiles. In Lebanon, state media reports one person has died and 11 others injured after Israel's military launched attacks in the south of the country. Israel forces have also carried out raids in part of the occupied West Bank, detaining Palestinians, while gunfire and shellings have been reported in across Gaza. Nigeria soldiers are set to receive a salary increase of up to 80% as part of government's efforts to appreciate troops battling rising security challenges across the country. The latest increase comes after an earlier salary adjustment in July, which raised monthly for the lowest-ranking soldiers from $36 to $73 from September. The same soldiers will receive $133 following President Bola Tinubu's intervention. The move is part of efforts to strengthen the fight against armed groups, including Islamist militants and criminal gangs. President Tinubu has also ordered the recruitment of 28,000 additional soldiers and the creation of 4 new army divisions to address the insecurity. We take our final break and still ahead, sports news.
Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join.
Former Chipolopolo midfielder Perry Mutapa has been appointed head coach of Zambia's under-20 men's national team ahead of next month's Africa Cup of Nations zonal qualifiers in Mauritius. Mutapa, who recently served as assistant coach of the senior men's national team at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, replaces Boyd Mulwanda. He will be assisted by Sipo Mumbi, Lamek Banda, and Masao Sotembo, while former Chipolopolo defender Emmanuel Mbola has been appointed equipment manager and 2012 AFCON winner James Chamanga named team ambassador. First General Secretary Chileshe Chatakazia said the new technical bench has been tasked with guiding Zambia to qualify for the Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations and the Under-20 World Cup. The regional qualifiers are scheduled for September 18th to 27th in Mauritius. That sports item brings us to the end of the main news tonight. Here is a recap of the headlines. Political violence raises concern ahead of elections. President Hichilema calls for peace, unity ahead of pause. Government translates key laws into local languages. And in international news, Iran and Oman continue talks over Strait of Hormuz. And in sports news, Perry Mutapa appointed Zambia Under-20 men's team coach. Thank you for watching. For more updates, stay tuned to our Facebook page. Good night.